EVS 1 subject. Today you are going to learn about the directions, maps and symbols. That is chapter number 13 and 14. 13 and 14 I am going to take together because both the lessons are interlinked. There is a direction and maps, maps and symbols. So these two lessons are combined together and then I'll be teaching this lesson. We have four main directions. They are east, west, north and south. We all know that. But we also have four sub directions. They are northeast, northwest, southeast and southwest. And always the directions are parallel to the ground. Directions and sub-directions are determined on the basis of rising and setting of the sun. Previously, you all will be knowing that there were no watch. The farmers or the villages, what they used to seeing the sun, they used to tell the time. That is, by seeing the sun, they are very perfect in telling the time in the olden days. And afterwards, the slowly the clock raised, and then they started doing all the directions and sub directions by rising the sun. It is also called as compass rose. In the next slide, you will be learning about in the detail. Now read along with me in this what is written in the slide. We have four main directions. They are east, west, north and south. We also have four sub directions. They are northeast, northwest, southeast and southwest. Directions are always parallel to the ground. What do you mean by this? Parallel to the ground means what? It will be wherever the ground is there. We have to take the directions standing on the ground. So it is called as directions is always parallel to the ground. And there are also sub directions and directions, and these two are determined by the man on the basis of rising and setting of the sun. Now children, you can also determine the directions where you are standing. Where is your house? Where is the school? You all can determine by seeing the sun. Now do children, one thing you do, children, you stand facing the sun. You all know that sun rises in the east. So facing the sun, that shows the east direction. And opposite of east is the west. And keep your hand stretched. The left hand will be showing to the north direction and the right hand will be showing to the south direction. So in the slide also you can see that a boy is standing in front of sun and he is determining the east, west and north and south directions. In the same slide, you can see one more picture that is showing the sub directions. And between north and east, there lies the northeast direction. Between east and south, you can see that southeast direction. Between south and west, you can see the southwest direction. And between north and west, you can see southwest direction. So these are the directions and sub-directions. You can find out by yourself by standing facing to the sun. Now read this slide. We can determine the directions by standing facing to the sun. Facing to sun shows east, opposite shows west, north to the left hand side and south to the right hand side. This instrument is called as compass rose. This instrument will tell which directions you are standing. So this is used for the architect people use all these things. Archaeology people use these things to find out the directions. And also some pundits also use this compass to see that which place they have to stand for puja and other things. This is called as compass rose. We use this compass rose to find out the location or the position of the place. In the environment, you can see natural things and man-made things. Natural things means which is gifted by the God, like mountain, rocks, sand, river, all these are God gifted things. And man-made things means what? What we do by taking the help of nature things. By taking the trees, you make the furniture. From the rocks, you make the statues. And there are many things that we use the natural things for the making different objects. That is called as man-made objects. The man-made objects are made by man from the natural things. For example, furniture made from trees, statues made from rocks, cotton clothes, and even the milk you get nature, and from milk we are making butter, cheese, and all those things. That's true. Now read along with me. Man-made things and natural things are present in the environment. You can see around you also. There are man-made things and also natural things. The water you are getting, that is not made by man. It is only supplied by man. So that is the natural things, and the supplied from the to the tap is man-made. Every man-made things with the natural things that is available in the environment. Example, furniture made from trees, statues are made from rocks, cotton clothes with cotton, butter from milk, etc. There are many things. So trees, rocks, cotton, milk are natural things which we cannot make. That is gifted by the God. Furniture, statue, cotton clothes, butter are the man-made things. Man make things, all these things with the natural things. Man-made things includes roads, buildings, bridges, schools, temples, churches, mosques, and many more things. These things are made by man. You can see in your textbook also. Now, children, if you want to go to your friend's house, you should know how to go and what is the distance between them, how far it is. So, to know all this, if you get a small map, it will be very easy for you to find it out. The same way, for everything, map is very important to locate the places where it is, what is the distance between those places is all shown in the map. But this map is very small. It is in the printed form. Now, if you want to come to school from Takuli station, there you can draw a small sketch. You can draw one small map showing that this is the station, and from station you are coming out, and through the road you are coming and you are crossing all the roads and you are reaching to Mahila Samiti. On the way where you are reaching, you can see on the left hand side and right hand side. On the left hand side you can see one hospital. Here on the right hand side you can see one bungalow. Then later on you can see then three ways. That is one big road which is going to the Dromboli, the other road which is going interior to the Tapurli. And the same way if you go further, you can see one RPF gate, and later on it is reaching to the school. So this is what, and this all things you can draw in your paper. If your friend wants to come to your school to meet you, so if you draw this map in a piece of paper, it will be very easy for that person to reach you. So the map is very important to locate the places, and they will also be knowing how much distance is there. Distance is always calculated as 1 kilometer is 1 centimeter. In the small piece of paper, you cannot draw all this 1 kilometer. So, if it is 5 kilometer, you have to take only 5 centimeter. That is only with a small scale. And seeing that scale, they will be knowing how long it is. They have to catch the rig or they can come by walking. All these are shown in the form of scale, the distance. Okay, and it is also presented with symbols. Now, I told you while coming from Takuli station to Mahila Samiti school, I told one hospital is on the left hand side. You cannot draw the full hospital. So the hospital, what is the sign of hospital? That is a plus sign, that is a red plus. So that shows there is a hospital. And while coming in front, again you will be having one big bungalow. So you are drawing a small house on the right hand side. And you when come further, you are getting the three ways. That is one leading to Thakurli station, one is leading to the interior of Thakurli, and the other is reaching to your Mahila Samiti. So this you can show with one sign. The later the sign and symbols you can present it very nicely in the smaller form in the map, that is on the paper. Okay, now read the slide. We need a map to find the location of places. Distance between the two places. A smaller picture in which certain symbols are drawn to present various objects. As I told you, cross mark, small house, small tree, the road, all these things you can show in the small picture format. Every symbols are given in the index column, that is on the right hand side of each map. The distance on the map is proportionate on the ground. The scale used on the map is 1 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer. What is this index? Index means like how you have content in your book. In the first page, when you see that content, what all the chapters are there, in which pages it is there. The same way on the map on the right hand side, you have to draw the things. That is a plus, that is hospital, the small house belonging to the Bangalore, the road is going to towards east and west direction or whichever the direction. So whatever you are showing on the map, it should be prescribed in the index column. In this slide, you can see a person with a tripod. On that one table is fitted and that one paper is there. He wants to draw such a big building. He is the engineer. He want to do many corrections in the building. So before that, he will be drawing the sketch of this building. Now he is calculating as kilometers into centimeter. He'll be drawing small sketches for the big building and the small building with different doors, and outside there are some trees, backside trees are there. This all the full sketch is drawn in the small piece of paper, that is called as map. And he also will be using signs and symbols. Signs mean what? What is the meaning of sign and symbols? That is a small picture, whatever it is shown, the small tree. You cannot draw a big tree. So he will be drawing a small tree, a small clock. Whatever is shown in the picture or whatever he is seeing, he is going to draw in the smaller format with the scale of 1 centimeter. Here you can see one map with the different signs, colors and shapes, and the names are written on it. And all the signs, colors and shapes are prescribed in the index column. You can see. Now you can see that Anju's school and the Anju's house, how long it is. The direction is shown that the pointing towards up is the north direction. North, south, opposite to north is the south, and east and west. Now, Anju want to go to school in the shorter way. So what all he is going to home? From that he is going to the Jilla Parishad office. Then further she will be going to police chowki to the entrance, and then to the next building is telephone exchange, and next is the Anju school. This is a shortcut for Anju's school. Now, sometimes that road may be blocked. She want to come to home after the school. She want to come home. So she may catch some other place also. She has to go to. She want to have ice cream after the school. So she'll be going to the ice cream parlor, and from there he may be crossing, he or she may be Anji may be crossing from district hospital, and from there she will be crossing, and there may be some post office, and finally she reaches to the house. If she wants to go to park, she has to cross the post office, market, and one small bus stop is there, and then she has to cross all this way to reach the park. So these are the some different positions, locations wherever we want to go. The same way we also have some map. You can try it at home. You are coming to school, at the same time you are going to the tuition class. On the way, what you see, how you can go, you draw a map and see how it looks, and make some index column also. You can do it by yourself. This is called the map. Now, in this slide, you can see that Ranjana and Julie's residence means house. They both are neighbors. They are the good friends. They are staying in the next house. Now, they want to reach to the garden. They want to play in the garden. So, how they will be reaching? You can see that if they come out from their house, they can see one office. From there, they'll be seeing to a hotel, office, bus stop, and then they will be reaching to the garden. They have to move all these places. Then they can come to the garden. You can see one line. In that line, Ranjana's and Julie's residence is showing in the black spot. When they are coming out, first they reach the central market, you can see. Then in the red column, there is the office. They have to cross the office. They have to cross the central market. They have to cross the hotel. They have to cross the bus stop. And after crossing all these things, they will be reaching to the garden. This is the small map drawn to reach the destination. And on the right hand side, you can see the index is there, in that all the colors and the boxes are prescribed. Now, this is the Maharashtra map, and the Maharashtra map have different regions, different districts. So here, the different districts or different places are given the different colors, and it is all also prescribed in the index column. Now you can see there is a Konkan range. What is that? In the which color it has been prescribed as a red color. And the Konkan region, what are the things are there? What are the cities are there? Thane district is there. You can see that Mumbai city, Sindhudurg, and the Mumbai suburban, that is called as Mumbai suburban. And the next goes the Pune region. Pune is what all there in the Pune? Pune, Satara district, Sangli district, Sholapur district, and Pandharpur district. In the same way, there is a Nagpur region, Nashik region, Aurangabad region, and Amravati. These are the different districts, and in that, so many places are there. So this all you can see in the Maharashtra map, and with this map you can see that what is the distance between each place. Now you are in Mumbai city. Now if you want to go to Nagpur, so you can see that some red zone to you have to go to the Nagpur, that is on the side. So how long you want to travel, what is the distance between them, this all will be shown in the map in the form of scale. That is 1 kilometer is equal to 1 centimeter, and in that you can calculate if they are given as 5 centimeter, that means 5 kilometer. If they show as a 10 centimeter, that is 10 kilometer. You have to calculate and you can know the distance between one place to another with the help of map. In the map, it is not only shown the regions, it's also shown the boundaries, the walls of state capitals, and it is also shown the waterways, railways, second capital, and many more things are shown in the map. In this map, you can see the directions. The scale is in the down part, and the different districts are shown in the map. And also the state boundary from one state to another state boundary. It is shown with the small breaking lines. And that's the district boundary. The district boundary is only a slagging line, state capital, and the second capital. And then Maharashtra is also shown as different capitals. You can see the two dots in that. Maharashtra capital is Mumbai. That is the state capital. And the second capital is Nagpur. There are many tourist places in Maharashtra. Tourist place means what? The hill stations, the temples, caves. There are many places like fort, many places in Maharashtra. But standing in Mumbai, you cannot know where these places are there. So with the help of map, you can search which is nearby, which is far, how to go, is there any bus route, is there any train traveling facilities, and so many things. So in the map, in this map, it is shown that in the index you can see that tourist places, transport facilities like railways, roadways, airways, and many more things. The different lines, different boundary lines are shown in the index. You can also see that park, whatever in the index column is there, that will be shown in the map. You can search in the map. What all there in that? Caves is shown. The small box it is shown how that fort. You can see these are the small symbols, signs and symbols to duplicate the places. Now, here is the map key. These all the keys are used in the map. I told that in that, see the slide, it is there the peak, that is in the triangular shape. Peak means what? Mountains, big mountains. Airport is shown with a small aeroplane drawing. Capital with the big circle and one small dot. Town or city with the black spot. Road, two lines are given. In the railways, one line with a cutting pattern. And this is a path. Path means walking area. International boundary, that is from one place to another place, the boundaries. State boundary from one state to other state, that is Maharashtra state to Tamil Nadu state, Karnataka state. So when you are going to different state, there is also a boundary line that is also shown that. And the district boundary, Thane district and Nagpur, wherever the other districts are there, that is the shown in the dotted lines. And the industry, mountain pass. What is that mountain pass? That is you are going to the gufa. From one mountain to other mountain, you are going one passing way. That is called as mountain pass. River with the zigzag line. Hospital with the plus sign. Mountains. There are, and you can see the land, water, mountains, forest. Small town, city, and police station with the P, fire station with the ladder, park with the swing, and these are the small map key. Children, you practice all this map key. I'll be asking in the exam. Okay. You all may be thinking that map is a new generation tender. But no, previously also the maps were there. During the Maharaja period, during the God's time, everywhere, the very olden days, it's a very olden days, 5,000 years ago also, this map trend was there. But they never used to write it on the paper. They used to carve the map on the big rocks or on the temple walls. If someone goes to temple, they want to go to another temple. But these temples are somewhere it is carved with the map that is from one place to from one temple to another temple, how it you have to go, which route you have to go. All these are in the carved in the rocks. That is called as Mesopotamia. This is a civilization approximately about 5,000 years ago. There was a civilization called Medicimum. They used to carve this map on the rocks. The clay tablet of those days. That is a clay tablet means what is a big rock. That's a hard rock. They used to draw on that. Now you have to read with me. The art of man making has now advanced greatly. There's now you can see in the Google also. No need of map also. If you search in the Google, you will be knowing the map, where it is, which place it is, how to go. All these details are in the Google. But previously there was no Google, no paper. Our ancestors also used to make maps. They used the animal skin, bones, cowries, and clay or stone tablets to make the maps. Approximately 5,000 years ago, there was a civilization called Mesopotamia, a clay tablet of those days showing some parts of Mesopotamia is shown alongside. Take a look. Children, I hope you all understood this lesson. And from this lesson, what we learned man made objects and the natural objects. Man made objects are made from the natural resources. Directions and subdirections are determined by man on the basis of rising and setting of the sun. Directions are always parallel to the ground. To convert a sketch into a map, we need to show the directions, index, title, and scale. What is that meaning of the fourth point? That is, in the map, you have to show everything. The direction, that means what? Arrow mark, which is north, which is south, east, and west. You have to show the directions. In the index column, what all you have prescribed in the map, that you have to show in the index, and you have to show the title. Title means what? Heading. If it is a Maharashtra map, it is a Tapurli map, or whatever the map, that is called as title of the map. And you should also draw the scale how many kilometers are there from one place to another. That is 1 kilometer into 1 kilometer equal to 1 centimeter. So all these you have to draw and you have to prescribe all this in the map for the find out the locations of places. Now by drawing the map you should also keep one thing in your mind. You should not include the moving vehicles or the walking man. Why is it so? Because the moving objects cannot have the fixed position. Now, if you are drawing a temple, the temple will be there only. It cannot move. So, you can show it on that. If we are showing some hospital or some railway tracks, it will not move. It will be standing wherever you go or to whomever you are giving, that thing will be in that same place. It's have their own position. But the human being, if If a person is walking towards the road, he may be walking and reaching to the temple. So his place is not fixed. So you should not draw the human beings, animals, birds, or any vehicles on the map. In the olden days, maps are drawn on rocks or on the animal skin. Even in some places, you can see some leaves. In the leaves also, they draw the map and preserve it. Nowadays, the compass rose is used to determine the direction. This compass rose is used by the architect or the builders to build the building. The scale used in the map is 1 centimeter equal to 1 kilometer. I hope you all understood this lesson very nicely. You have to read the lesson slowly. Read in your mind twice or thrice. If you have any doubt, you can call me. Okay? Bye. And at the same time, I'll also giving the notes. You have to copy all the notes in your EVS notebook in the neat handwriting. Okay? Bye, children. Thank you.